Hello and welcome to the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse here at Beverly High School for a Northeast volleyball matchup between the Winthrop Vikings and your Beverly Panthers. Beverly coming in at 6-4 and Winthrop coming in at 3-5. Both teams trying to get their seasons in a bit of a groove here, both winning 2 straight. Beverly won their last 2 games, played against Saugus and then at Malton, where the last 2 games have been won by Winthrop against Lynn English in Mount Alvernia. Both teams, as I said, trying to get their season going well. I'm Alex Luco again here. Thank you for tuning into Channel 22 here at BevCam. Coach Padavani understanding that her team has a realistic chance of making the playoffs this year and trying to maximize that opportunity as both teams get ready. Out there for Beverly, looks like Gebhardt, Mulligan, Sprague, Cassidy, McGarrigle, Wiley in the libero, Snow, the libero in white, and also tonight is Dig Pink Night, raising awareness for breast cancer. See the Beverly team wearing their pink unis. Winthrop only 3-5, but as we said, they've won their last 2. Out there for Winthrop looks to be Scott, Batiki, Tufa, Puccillo, Earl, and Hoxa. 2 captains for this Winthrop team are number 6, Lacey Scott, a senior setter, and number 13, a senior outside hitter, Deanna Puccillo. Libero for Winthrop today will be number 3, Amanda Kokaneshi, another senior for the Vikings. Referees over at the scorers table, just finalizing some things. Looking at some stats for the visiting Vikings. The team leader in kills is the senior Puccillo. Scott, the other captain, the other senior, leading the team in assists, leading the team with aces with 66. Batiki, another senior, 10 blocks to lead the team. Scott also leading the team in assists with 147. Okay. Going to be waiting first service of the night. It's going to be Lacey Scott serving for the Vikings. Still waiting for this to get underway. 6 out there for Beverly is going to be Gebhardt, Wiley, Mulligan, Snow, McGarrigle, and Cassidy. And we're underway. Lacey Scott with the serve. McGarrigle first. Gebhardt sends it over. It's going to land out of bounds. First point of the first set awarded to the Vikings. Lacey Scott, the senior captain, gives it another go. Snow can't handle that one. Goes off the fingertips and spins back. 2 quick points for the Vikings. Both teams coming into this match very confident as that serve from Scott drills the net. Beverly with their first service of the first set. It's going to be Sydney Wiley. Sent under the net by Scott. Mulligan was there anyway for a block attempt, and she got it over the net. So Wiley continuing to serve 2-2 here in the first set. Sent over by Winthrop on the third attempt. Mulligan, Gebhardt. McGarry will have to get it over. She does. Libero's first there. It's going to be set up for an outside attack. Snow's there for Beverly. Return from Snow. Another outside attack. It's just going to be lofted up. Sent immediately back by Wiley. Good volley here early on in this first set. Gebhardt sends that one over. Set for the middle. And the third try. Cassidy, instead of going for a more powerful attack, just lofts it over. Outside attack from the Vikings. Great volley here early. At the net, elected to, was Tufa right at the net. Thought about going for it, lets it drop, and that lands out of bounds. Smart decision for the Vikings. As Hoxa will come out, and in her place will be Ava Bertino, junior outside hitter. Two girls over 5'9", or 5'9" or over here for Winthrop. It's Ava Bertina and Kristen Griffiths. Returned by Snow. Set up for the outside, pushed over. Cassidy right at the net. It's going to be Mulligan who took it. And point awarded to Beverly. 3-3 now early in this first set. And seems to be two evenly matched teams as Strangi comes in for Cuchillo on the Viking side. And as I was saying, it seems to be two evenly matched teams. About 10 minutes has gone by in this match. Only a collective 6 points scored in this first set. A couple of long volleys. Both teams really minimizing their mistakes as Cassidy's serve sails way far. So point Winthrop. The serve back to them, and Amanda Kokoneshi, the senior libero. Her serve on the line, sent right back by Snow. Set up for the middle, and just rolled off the fingertips of the Tiki. Unforced error for the Vikings, tied at 4 now in the first set. We're going to have a substitution for Beverly, it looked like, but not anymore. It seemed as if Cassidy was going to come out and Brown was going to enter, but Mulligan will serve. Nicely kept up. Libero sends it over. Gebhardt sets it. Outside attack, Noonan. Sent over. Nothing Cassidy could do with that one. Great placement from the Winthrop Vikings. I believe that was number 7 getting credited with that kill. That would be Ava Bertino. Serving now for the Vikings, Fatma Tufa, junior middle blocker, standing at 5'8". The serve, first touch by Cassidy, is sent over by Wiley. Great placement for that loft, and an even better job by Beverly to stay with it and try to send it over, but Snow couldn't get enough power on it. Winthrop matching their largest lead of the first set, 6-4. Tufa serves. Wiley sets it up for Gebhardt. She sends it over. Sent immediately back, and back again by Gebhardt. Tufa. Ella sets it up for Gebhardt. The attempt for Winthrop is sent over. Snow there. Then Wiley. It's going to be Noonan. Drops that one in. Everyone's standing around it like a campfire. Expecting more of a powerful attack from Noonan there, but she uses both hands to slam that one down in between all 6 Vikings. 6-5. Winthrop still leading. Gebhardt with the serve. Sent over by the libero. Snow, Wiley. Sprague has to adjust in midair. Point Beverly. Must have just barely got in there. Great job by Sprague at the net to adjust. Expecting that to be a little bit more in front of her, but has to lean back in the air and do the rock away. Julia Gebhardt still serving, 6-6. We were all tied in the first set. Wiley sets it up on the outside for Noonan. Can't drop that one in. Wiley for Noonan again, another attack. Another great play by Winthrop. They get it over in 3. Wiley for Sprague, trying to stay hot, and she does. 2 straight kills for her. And the Panthers, they take their first lead of the first set, 7-6. So Sprague and Noonan feeling it the past few serves in this first set. Snow's there. Gebhardt for Noonan. Can she continue it? And it's sent back. A nice attack there. The point awarded to Winthrop. And either way, that attack from Bertino was fierce. Entering the game and serving will be the junior outside hitter, Adela Hoxa. Her serve, first touch by Cassidy. Sprague gets it over in the third, or on the third attempt. I'm not sure what's going on here. It seems as if Snow, the libero for Beverly, has a nosebleed. Not sure if the ball hit her nose. Not sure what happened. Seems to be smiling it off, though. Can't be something too serious. See if Winthrop will be awarded that last point. I don't know if timeout was called by the refs in the middle of that play, because if Snow wasn't dealing with that injury, she was right there to attempt to return it. See both referees discussing. Someone who gets a lot of nosebleeds, I can tell you how annoying it is. Had one last night. It was coming from both nostrils. It was bad, real bad. I didn't have to try to play volleyball after. I just went to bed. Coach Padavani cleaning up the court where some of the blood got. So Winthrop will be awarded that point. They're leading 8-7 in the first set. Out there for Beverly is still Gebhardt, Cassidy, Noonan, Mulligan, and Sprague. Largest lead of this first set has been Winthrop leading by 2 on 2 separate occasions. Beverly's had the lead once when it was 7-6, but Winthrop has since gone on to get 2 straight points. Looks like Mulligan might be coming in for Snow if Snow doesn't return from this injury, but she will be returning just as a matter of when, how long the referees are going to wait.
Okay, can you listen to the Diego chicken?
And Mulligan will enter. Keep you updated on Snow's health. I'm sure she'll be back into this one in no time. Would not expect her to miss an extended period of time for a nosebleed, but what do you know? Serving still is Hoxa for the Vikings. Referees discussing and explaining
They
to
still
Coach
get
Padavani why
something, something.
Winthrop is awarded that point. Snow has since made her way back over to the Beverly bench. Still serving is Hawksa. Her serve, and Mulligan just entering the game for Snow. Botches an attempted dig. And Ellie Brown's now going to enter the game for Mulligan right after that. Hawks is still serving. Vikings lead 9-7. Cassidy, Wiley, they can't keep it up. So since Beverly took the lead 7-6, it's been 4 straight points for the Vikings. Cassidy sends that one right over. It's going to be point Beverly. Should have been, excuse me, I thought that went over the net. But it looked like to me, must have hit the net, and Wiley must have hit it twice. I need new glasses. 11-7 lead for the Vikings. Hawks is still serving. One going off the top of the net. Cassidy sends it over. Set up on the outside. Cassidy. Wiley now. Gebhardt will punch that one over quite literally. It seemed like as she did. Lands right in between the libero and Hawksa. So Gebhardt credited with the kill as Snow re-enters the game after that nosebleed. Beverly trailing 3 in the first set. Noonan to serve. That one hits the net. Another substitution for Beverly as McGarrigle makes her way in for Noonan. 12-8 Winthrop lead. Snow. Wiley for Sprague. The attack sails far. (13-8) lead for Winthrop. If Winthrop scores here, Coach Padavani might call a timeout. Snow does a good job of getting there. Cassidy can't get there to keep that one up near the far referee, and Coach Padavani going to call a timeout. We're always on the same page. 14-8 lead for Winthrop. After Beverly went on to take the lead 7-6 in this first set, Winthrop has really taken over. Scored 8 of the last 9 points in this game. And Snow leaving temporarily with that injury. Of course, now she's back. It seemed to definitely affect Beverly's play as Mulligan came in for her. The very next play made an error, resulting in a point for the Vikings. Now that Snow's back in, Coach Padavani trying to get her team on the same page.
Team on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Snow leading that breakdown of the huddle. Definitely a leader on this team, and she's showing it playing through this. Snow. Her return. Attack from the outside. That lands out of bounds. McGarrigle watches it sail by. 14-9 now. Mulligan trying to sub in, or it's Brown. I don't know, a bit of a confusion on that Beverly bench. The serve from Snow. Returned by Winthrop. Great effort on that second touch. Cassidy gets it past the block attempt. It's not going to count against Winthrop. Mulligan gets blocked, and boy, was that Caroline Earl, the freshman middle blocker, blocking Mulligan there. Great play by the freshman. 15-9 Winthrop lead, and another quick point. I believe that went off of McGarrigle. 16-9 now. Winthrop really running away with this first set here in Beverly. Snow sends it immediately back. Outside attack hits the net. Point Beverly. Only down 6 here in this first set. Serving will be Wiley. Winthrop sets it up for the outside. Gebhardt's there. Wiley for Cassidy. Her attack gets past the double block of Winthrop. That was 2-foot into Earl. Beverly on a little bit of a roll now. Another quick point for Beverly. I believe that was Hawks who couldn't handle it on that back line. We're going to get a timeout from Winthrop. Beverly putting something together here, only trailing 16-12 now. They were trailing by as much as 8 at one point in this set. They've cut it down to 4. Coach Padavani discussing with her team. Haven't heard much from Cassidy tonight, but Noonan and Sprague have been there, as well as Snow. Cassidy actually just got one past the double block. Wiley still serving. Dug out by the libero and sent over, but it's going to be point Beverly. 4 straight points for this Panther team. 16-13 now. Wiley sent over by Earl. Attack from Cassidy, couldn't be handled by Winthrop. Lacey Scott just threw her hand up there to really save herself. Cassidy really connected with that one. 16-14, Beverly on a roll. Wiley still serving. Sent over by the libero. McGarrigle. Wiley. Gebhardt. Sails out of bounds. Winthrop regains the ball. They'll serve, but Beverly really put a dent into this Winthrop lead. 17-14 now. Serving will be senior captain Deanna Puccillo. Snow. She returns it. Point Beverly. Panthers are playing a much more complete game right now as Noonan comes in for McGarrigle. Not a lot of mistakes for this Beverly team in this first set, even though they see themselves right now trailing by 2, as Cassidy will serve. Her last serve sailed way past the end line. The attack from Bertino. Dug out by Snow on Dig Pink Night, and Noonan sends a rocket over. Another attack from Bertino, this one high. Wiley sets it up for Mulligan. Kill. 16-17, Beverly creeping up on this Winthrop lead. Wiley set that one up beautifully. Mulligan was there to put it away. Looked like an old Gary Payton to Sean Kemp alley-oop. His serve from Cassidy's going to sail far. 18-16, Winthrop lead. Momentum certainly has shifted. Beverly is really getting it done in this first set, and despite the score, I believe has played like the better team. Wiley sends it over, trying to catch the Winthrop team off guard. Sent over, kept up nicely by Cassidy, kept up by Wiley, but that's going to land out of bounds. (19-16). Noonan. Wiley sets it up for Mulligan. Tough play to get it over, but it's made. Snow, Wiley on the outside for Noonan. He's going to land out of bounds, so Beverly, after gaining a lot of momentum, is seemingly letting this first set get away as Padavani takes another timeout. Winthrop leading 20-16. The libero Kokoneshi to serve for the Vikings. Wiley sets it up for Mulligan, drops it in. Attack from Bertino. Dug out. Noonan gets it past the double block, but it's sent over by Winthrop. Wiley sets it up again, this time for Gebhardt. Kokoneshi ultimately sent over, and it couldn't be dug out by Snow. 21-16 lead for the Vikings. Kokoneshi still serving. Snow. Wiley for Mulligan. Tries to put that one away, and she does. Restrangi jumping for it, went over her head and past her reach as Sprague enters the game now. 21-17. This first set is not over. Mulligan now serving for the Panthers. That serve into the net. (22-17) now. Tufa, Snow. Point's going to be awarded to Winthrop. I believe it was Wiley who hit that twice consecutively. Noonan. Wiley does a good job of giving her team a chance to return it, and they do. Bertino into the net, point Beverly. 23-18 Viking lead. Serving now will be Gebhardt, the Hamilton-Wenham transfer. Her serve couldn't be handled by Kokoneshi. Beverly still in this. Gebhardt to serve again. Kokoneshi. Noonan battling at the net. Wiley sets it up for Gebhardt. Past the block attempt, it's returned. Gebhardt first there for Beverly. Wiley now for Snow. Her return just barely gets over. Ball was rolling on top of the net. Intense volley here. Noonan trying to end it. She does! It was kept up briefly by Winthrop. Bertino ends up sending it out of bounds, so Beverly, 1 point down, 23-17. It's now 23-20. Still serving is Gebhardt. Sent immediately back. Gebhardt is there. Wiley sets it up. This one's for Sprague in the middle. Sends it home. 23-21. Winthrop coach Christy Scott not pleased. Talking directly to Bertino. Beverly trailing 23-17 has brought it to within 2 in this first set. It's 23-21, all off the service of Gebhardt. So on that last point, Wiley set it up for a beautiful Sprague kill. Beverly's already out there. Only 20 seconds needed for them in that timeout. Gebhardt still serving. Out there with her will be Snow, Cassidy, Noonan, Wiley, and Sprague. Gebhardt's serve. Kokoneshi lets it roll off the fingertips, but it's sent over ultimately by the Vikings. Wiley will set it up for Sprague again. Couldn't get a lot of leverage on it. Nice block at the net by Noonan. Gonna try it again. Point Beverly. Control at the end of this first set. 5 consecutive points for the Panthers. They trail by only 1 now. Noonan with 2 blocks on that service alone. Snow sends it out of bounds. So it's going to be set point for Winthrop. Beverly needs to play perfect here. A couple subs for the Vikings. Strange and Bertino out. In will be Priscillo as well as Hoxa. And doing the serving here will be Hoxa. The serve from Hoxa, kept up by Snow. Wiley sets it up for Sprague. Her attack handled by the Vikings. It's sent immediately back. Noonan first and sent over by Wiley. Set up for the outside attack. Not a lot of power on it. Noonan was there. Snow is going to have to be sent over here by Wiley, and it is. A lot of confusion. 3 players for Winthrop get into it. Sprague's return hits the net. They lose the first set, 25-22. Was going back and forth for a little bit, then Winthrop took control and almost lost their lead. They had a 6-point lead against Beverly. Beverly came to within 1 towards the end of that first set.
You are watching BevCam. Here, anyone can come to the studio to make their own local TV show. Contact us with your idea. We'll help you get started with producing your own show, editing it, and then we'll broadcast it to all of Beverly for your friends and family to see. You might even get some new fans. We also film local events like sports, music, city council meetings, and more. If you miss out on anything in town, you can catch up on it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Contact us at 978-927-5544 or email us at admin@bevcam.org.
We're back here at the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse at Beverly High School, where Winthrop took the first set against Beverly 25-22, and that set could have gone either way. All back and forth towards the beginning for about 14 points, and then Winthrop really pulled ahead when Snow went out briefly with that nose injury. We're going to call it a nostril head wound. Sounds a little more scientific than a nosebleed. It sounds a bit more tough. And she came back in that first set and proved to be just that. Very tough, vocal leader in the huddle, on the court. A big help to that Beverly team in that first set that saw themselves down 23-17 and brought it all the way back to 23-22 for ultimately Winthrop took that first set. I look for Beverly to win the next 3 sets. They are the better team here, I believe. Maybe it's just home cooking. Maybe I'm biased, but Cassidy had a few bright spots in that first set. Gebhardt looked good as well. And Noonan had a lot of power on some of those attacks, as well as Sprague. Wiley doing a good job setting things up for these outside hitters. Both teams, as we said, riding 2-game win streaks at the moment. Serving will be Wiley to start this second set. Beverly looking to even things up. Serve from Wiley. Will land in there. That's going to be an ace. Beverly takes the lead 1-0 in the second set. Wiley's 16th ace this season. Another serve from Wiley. Winthrop sending it over. McGarrigle. Wiley sets it up for Cassidy on the outside. Sends a ripper over, but it's going to be returned by the Vikings. Kokoneshi sends it. Wiley sets this one up for Gebhardt. Her attack lands lands out. All knotted at 1 here in the second set. Scott to serve for the Vikings. Her serve. Returned ultimately by Gebhardt. Scott. Kokoneshi, that lands in there. McGarrigle wasn't sure what to do with it. Tries to play it safe, but point to the Vikings. That one sails way out. 2-2. Noonan in for McGarrigle. Serving will be Cassidy.
You want me to give him mine? He's fine. It's all tangled up.
Cassidy. It's going to be an ace. Point for the Panthers. They take the lead 3-2. Another serve from Cassidy. The jump serve. Hoxa. Kokoneshi. That one drops. Another point Beverly. They lead 4-2. Scott will send it over. Mulligan. Wiley and Gebhardt. Outside attack. It's going cross court. Wiley. Snow. It's sent over. Dug out by Kokoneshi. That That one's going to land out of bounds. Point Beverly, another point for the Panthers. And Coach Scott for the Vikings not pleased. Cassidy. And it's going to go off of Kokoneshi and out of bounds. Cassidy serving her team to 4 consecutive points. And there's a very loud ringing phone on the court. Still going. It's very annoying. Scott sets it up on the outside past the double block, Noonan. Wiley, a nice attack from Mulligan, but it's sent immediately back. Mulligan getting a lot of power on some of her strikes tonight. Snow sends that one over. Too much power on that one. Point Winthrop. The serve. First touch by Cassidy, immediately sent out of bounds, so 2 straight points for the Vikings. Try to get something going here. The second set has been not dominated by Beverly, but Beverly playing a much better second set in the 10 points that have been scored. Noonan with the outside attack, sent right back by Pasillo. Snow with a strike, couldn't be dug out by Hoxa. Snow playing very well for the Panthers this evening. A 7-4 lead for the Panthers. Mulligan's serve. First touch by Kokoneshi, it's set up. Cassidy there to stop it. Noonan for Gebhardt, and she sends it over. Scott. Scott will ultimately send it over. Tough play there for Beverly, but Snow coming in for Mulligan as Winthrop takes the point. Serve from Kokoneshi. Sprague gets it past the block, but it's sent over by Winthrop. That was Scott. Snow first there. Wiley for Gebhardt. She tries to drop it in. Sent right back. Gebhardt. Beautiful play there by Gebhardt. Tries to drop it in. Has Strangey coming in charging as well as Kokoneshi. When Gebhardt gets a return to her, realizes Kokoneshi's out of position and buries it in the back. 8-5 lead for the Panthers. Gebhardt serving after that kill. Set up on the outside. Couldn't be kept up by Cassidy. Getting up a little slow after that. 8-6 Beverly lead. Cassidy. Wiley for Snow. Sent over. Cassidy's first there. Gebhardt tries to keep it up, but sends that one into the ground. 8-7. Beverly still leading. Coach Padavani out of her seat, doing some pacing. Serve from Tufa. Wiley for Snow. Outside attack from Winthrop, and Cassidy can't take it out again. Second time in the past minute or so that her diving to her left was not successful. All knotted at 8 in this second set. Winthrop leading 1-0. And Winthrop on a roll now as that goes off of Cassidy. Wiley trying to chase it down, but Winthrop takes the lead 9-8 in this second set, their first lead in this set. Padavani not calling a timeout yet. That one goes into the net. 9-9. Brown in for Cassidy. Padavani must have seen something, giving Cassidy a bit of a breather here. Hit the floor a couple times in this set alone. And an ace. Beverly takes the lead again. Noonan with that ace. 10-9 Beverly lead. Noonan continuing her service. Another serve, another ace for Noonan. Cassidy back in. Noonan 2 straight serves, 2 straight aces. Noonan will hit the net on her 3rd attempt. McGarrigle will be subbing in. Subbing in for Noonan. Oxaw will do the serving now for Winthrop. Vikings trailing 11-10 in this second set. Her serve doesn't even reach the net. That looked like 50 Cent's opening day pitch for the Mets a couple years ago. It wasn't even close. Brianna Snow serving. Sails out of bounds, so back and forth go the Panthers and Vikings. Tiki with the serve, Snow's there first. Wiley, Cassidy had a lot of power on that outside attack, but just got too much leverage on it. All tied at 12 here in the second set. Another serve from Batiki, Cassidy. Wiley for Cassidy on the outside, trying to redeem herself, and she does. Point Beverly, they retake the lead. Serve from Wiley, sent right back by the libero. Cassidy tries to drop it in. Scott's there. Scott will try to send it over. It's Snow. Wiley on the outside for Gebhardt. Another attack from Gebhardt. Another point for Beverly, 14-12. Gebhardt's had a couple of those plays tonight where she gets stuffed. And then her return results in a point. Still serving is Wiley. And that's going to sail out of bounds. So another point for Beverly. That's their 3rd straight. Wiley trying to keep it going. Return from Winthrop. Off the net, another point Beverly, 16-14. 4 straight points for the Panthers. Wiley serving. Scott sets it up on the outside. Cassidy. Scott. First touch by McGarrigle. Gebhardt now on the outside. Hoxa there. Scott sets it up for Earl. She gets the point. 16-13. That's the freshman. from Winthrop, Caroline Earl. Serve from Scott. Senior captain for the Vikings. Mulligan, a lot of power on those attacks tonight. 17-13, Mulligan keeps getting it done. Noonan in for McGarrigle, and Cassidy will serve. Serve from Cassidy. A lot of spin on it, too much for the Vikings to handle. 18-13 now in set number 2. Cassidy still serving for the Panthers. That's an ace. Beverly taking 7 of the last 8 points as Scott calls a timeout for the Vikings. And she hasn't even gotten off the bench or even said a word to her team following this timeout. Now she has just shaken her head in disappointment. Beverly playing a much better second set than they did the first. I think they played good enough to win the first set. And I'd be surprised if they don't go on to take set number 2, 3, and 4 from these Winthrop Vikings. Cassidy still serving. Scott sets it up for the outside, blocked at the net by Noonan. Mulligan was there for the help as well, but it was Noonan who put it home. 20-13 now. Cassidy still serving for the Panthers. 5 more points until they take this second set from the Vikings. Wiley. Gebhardt for Mulligan. Gets it past the block attempt by Earl and falls to the ground. Scott trying to plead to the refs, but to no avail. 21-13, Beverly lead. Scott sends it over. Noonan. Confusion between Noonan and Cassidy as Noonan got in the way of Cassidy's return. Beverly still with a 7-point lead in the second set, 21-14. Bertino, Cassidy. Mulligan, more power on it. This one sails a little far, 21-15 now. Pasillo serving for the Vikings. Her serve, first touch by Snow, then Wiley. Lofted over by Noonan. Hoxa for Scott. Wiley sets it up for Mulligan, past the block of Earl. Set up for Hoxa on the outside, pushes it over. It's now Cassidy Wiley on the outside for Gebhardt, drops it in, can't fire. Hiabo, 22-15, Beverly lead. Sprague in now for Snow. All 5 Winthrop players were going for that ball. Nobody even came close. Mulligan serve. Off of Hoxa, out of bounds, 23-15. Beverly 2 points away from taking this second set. Hoxa out, Bertino in. Serve for Mulligan. First touch by Kokoneshi. Blocked by Sprague. Point Beverly. It's set point now. 24-15. The first set was close. It was won by Winthrop 25-22. This one, not so much. Beverly clearly dominant. Serve from Mulligan. That'll sail out of bounds. Winthrop lives to see another point. Cassidy, Wiley for Gebhardt. Point Winthrop. I believe Wiley was called. 24-17 now. A couple of mistakes for the Panthers have given Winthrop some hope. It's a libero, Kokoneshi. Cassidy. Wiley for Sprague. Sent over by Bertino, but it hits the net. 25-17 is the score of the second set in favor of the Panthers. We're all tied here at one set apiece. This one's just getting good.
Creativity is putting your imagination to work, and it's produced the most extraordinary results in human culture. Dreams come from inspiration. Inspiration comes from an idea. And ideas come from creativity. We believe in raising up a new generation of creative minds. And it all starts with you. Help sponsor the award-winning Beverly High School Media Program so the students can have the resources they need to make dreams happen.
Welcome back to the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse here at Beverly High School. We are tied at one set apiece in the match between the Winthrop Vikings and your Beverly Panthers. Beverly winning that second set 25-17 after losing the first 25-22. Interesting to note, in this third set, Winthrop has made a change at libero. It was Amanda Kokoneshi, the senior. Now it will be junior Stephanie Strangey, number 2. She will be wearing the white shirt and man the libero duties for Winthrop. I'm Alex Luco here for BevCam Sports, Channel 22. Thank you for watching. So Kokoneshi and Strangey will both still be playing, but Strangey now is the libero. Kokoneshi out of that role, at least for this third set. We saw a little bit of Strangey in the first 2 sets, not much. She was out there a bit, though. Be interesting to see if Kokoneshi's time diminishes because of the change of liberos. we'll see. She definitely was one of the brighter spots on this Winthrop team, it seemed like, in those first 2 sets. Gebhardt sends it over, and already the new libero, Strangey, committing an error. 1-0 Beverly lead in the 3rd set. Wiley to serve now. Too much on that Winthrop first touch. That was Tufa. Sends that one out of bounds. 2-0 lead quickly for the Panthers just as the 2nd set started. Another serve from Wiley, another point for, excuse me, I spoke way too soon. It was Kokoneshi, who's on the court now, sends it over. Tufa blocked by Noonan. Excuse me, that was Cassidy. 3-0 lead to start this 3rd set. Coach Badavani's team clicking on all cylinders right now in all phases. Beverly gained a lot of confidence in that 2nd set, playing the way they did. Cassidy, and that drops right in front of Gebhardt. So Winthrop takes their first point of the 3rd. Now serving will be the senior captain, Pasillo. Her serve, first touch by Cassidy. Wiley, and then Snow. Sent over by Earl. Mulligan, another attack. That one sails out of bounds, however, so 2 straight points for Winthrop after they gave the first 3 to the Panthers. Pasillo still serving. That one sails out of bounds. But Pasillo will exit. In her place will come in Carolyn Kinsella. Another freshman on this Winthrop team, one of 3. Kinsella seeing her first minutes of the night. So Coach Scott making a few changes in this lineup for the Vikings. One was the change at libero, and now Kinsella getting some minutes. As that one sails out of bounds. Beverly leading 5-2 in the 3rd set. We were wondering if the change at libero would affect the time for Kokoneshi. Doesn't seem like that's the case as she drops that one in, resulting in a Winthrop point. 5-3. Earl out. Batiki in. Serve from the new libero. Wiley, Noonan, and Gebhardt now. Couldn't be handled by Kokoneshi. And goes under the net. 6-3 now lead for the Panthers. Serving will be Mulligan. Mulligan having a great game. Both serving and at the net. Mulligan. We'll ask for a Mulligan on that one. That one hits the net. So some back and forth going now to start this 3rd set. Snow back in for Mulligan. And serving will be Tufa on the Viking side. Serve from Tufa. Sent immediately back by Noonan. Sprague now trying to drop the hammer on this Viking team. Wiley sets it up for Gebhardt. She sends it over. That's dropped in, and Gebhardt has some knack for getting it in between every Winthrop player. It's another one. 3rd time this game she's done something like that. What placement. 7-4 lead now for the Panthers. Boy, is Coach Padavani Sure glad Gebhardt came from Hamilton Wenham. Wiley, Gebhardt drops it in. Strangey couldn't handle it. Point Beverly. Gebhardt having a very good third set so far as her team leads 8-4. Again, it is Dig Pink night here at Beverly High School. Great play. It's sent over by Kinsella, or at least tried to, and that'll be sailed out of bounds. 9-4. As I was saying, Dig Pink night here at Beverly High School. Raising awareness for breast cancer. Again, you can see the Beverly Panthers wearing those pink unis. Attack on the outside. Noonan and Sprague there. This has to be the most talented Beverly front line I've seen since commentating games here at Beverly. Sprague sends that one, drops the hammer. Point Beverly. 10-4 lead now for the Panthers. As I was saying, this front line, great for Beverly. You have the athleticism of Noonan, Mulligan, and Cassidy, who can also play close to the net. And you have Sprague, a dominant blocker there in the middle. Something Beverly isn't used to really having, but they definitely have it this year, and they're using it to their advantage as Sprague ends up accruing another point for her. Off the return error from Winthrop, 11-4 now lead for the Panthers in this third set. Timeout, Winthrop. Scott's seen enough. Beverly taking control of this third set. Winthrop scored at one point to cut it to 6-4. And it's been 5 straight points for the Panthers since. Gebhardt playing very well in this third set. In Beverly, the early going in that first set when they dropped it to Winthrop, they made a huge comeback at the end. Now, they didn't win that first set, but they were able to carry that momentum into the second, winning 25-17, and carry it also into this third one as they lead now 11-4. Still serving for the Panthers. Her serve. First touch by Tufa. Then Scott. Tufa will have to send it over. She does. Gebhardt now. Wiley sets it up on the outside for Noonan. Adjusts in midair. Strangey's there for the Vikings. Attack now coming. Blocked by Sprague. 12-4. 7 straight for the Panthers. Excuse me, 6 straight. Kinsella, the freshman, out. Pusilo in. Coach Scott having a talk with her freshman player, Kinsella, who struggled in her time in there. It's going to be a learning experience for her. Scott has 3 freshmen on her roster. 2 of them have played tonight. Earl playing a lot and Kinsella getting those minutes in this third set. So Winthrop has a lot of bright spots, especially Earl standing at 5'9" as a freshman. Holding her own with this Beverly front line. Point Winthrop, not sure what the call is. It's going to be on Wiley. 12-5. Beverly still leading, and Kokoneshi will serve. Cassidy. Wiley for Sprague. She gets blocked. Kept up. Cassidy now. Sent over by Gebhardt. Scott sends it over. Wiley sets it for Sprague. Blocked. Sprague keeps it up again. Wiley sends it out of bounds on her return. That actually hit off the bottom of the scoreboard there. Didn't give her a whole lot of time to adjust and send her over. So 2 quick points for Winthrop. trying to get back into this third set. Kokoneshi serving again. Cassidy. Wiley for Gebhardt. Going to be a little bit too much mustard on that one, so another point for Winthrop. Cutting the Beverly lead down to 5 now. Was as much as 8 at one point. Kokoneshi. Cassidy first to touch it. Wiley for Noonan. Great outside attack, but kept up. Pasillo in a battle with Sprague and Wiley. Noonan, another attack. That one just rolled off the side of her hand, though. So Winthrop making a run of their own, 4 straight for the Vikings.
You have to concentrate.
Referee's discussing. Not sure what. So it's going to be Beverly point. Not sure what the referee said. 13-7. Kokoneshi not happy. Chucks the ball underneath the net there. I don't know what that call was. It was explained to the Winthrop side. Noonan is kept up by the libero. Sent over by Scott. Out of bounds. 14-7. Katie Noonan serving again. Ace there. 15-7 now. Noonan himself a game tonight. Noonan serve. That's going to be an ace. Trickled off the top of the net. 2 straight aces for Noonan and the Panthers. Can I get a hiabo? This one's going to sail far. She just had 2 aces, so pretty sure Padavani will take it as Noonan comes out. McGarrigle comes in. 16-8 lead for the Panthers now. Noonan for Cassidy on the outside. Tufa had a hard time handling it, and that one drops. Point Beverly. They're running away with this third set as Mulligan comes in for Sprague. It's 17-8 now. Beverly clearly the better team. Winthrop has no answers for that front line. No answers for the outside hitting of Noonan. Mulligan playing very well. Snow playing great defense as Beverly scores another point there. Not a single player on the Beverly side is having a tough game. It's all coming easy. Snow. One going off of Kokoneshi. It has to be sent over now on the 3rd attempt. It is by Pasillo. Wiley can get called. Hit that one twice. 18-9. Beverly still leading. Serving for the Vikings will be Scott. That one hits the net. Point Beverly. Ball Beverly. Wiley to serve again. Kokoneshi will have to send it over. She does. Gebhardt punches that one out of bounds. 19-10. Serve from Pasillo. Kept up nicely by McGarrigle. She'll have to send it over. She can't get enough mustard on it. She's actually going to be called for that one. Pedavani saying a few things to her team. Does not want this third set to get away from them and allow Winthrop to come back into this. Wiley for Mulligan. She sends it over. Strangey. Scott for Kokoneshi. Kokoneshi only 5'2". She can get up there. Probably jump higher than I can. She's probably got a better vertical than me. Cassidy drops that one. Double block was there to stop it. Cassidy sends it over again. Scott keeps it on her side. Pasillo has to send it over. Out of bounds. Point Beverly. So Pasillo will exit. And the freshman Kinsella will see more action. Carolyn Kinsella, a defensive specialist. Cassidy with the jump serve. Sent over by Strangey. Noonan on the outside. Earl. Noonan at the net. Kept up by Winthrop. Cassidy. Wiley sets it up behind her for Gebhardt. That one hits the top of the net, comes right back. Beverly trying to put this third set away. But Winthrop is hanging on. 20-12. Sent back by Cassidy. Point Beverly. What a play by Maddie Cassidy. Diving to her right to keep it up. It gets sent over, resulting in a Beverly point. Mulligan out, and it's going to be Bear, I believe, seeing her first action of the night. It is. It's Avery Bear, sophomore setter. The only sophomore on this team. No freshman, one sophomore, the rest all juniors and seniors for this Panther squad. Kokoneshi sends it over. Wiley sets it up for Sprague. Too much on it. 21-13. More subs for Beverly. Bear out. Mulligan right back in. At the net, Scott sent right back by Wiley. Noonan for Gebhardt, bumps it over. Set on the outside for Kokoneshi, tries to get it over, but can't do it. 22-13. Gebhardt to serve now for the Panthers. Strangey had no idea what to do with it. It's going to be a point. Beverly, that one hit the line. Strangey gave up on it way too early. (23-13). Beverly 2 points away from leading this match 2-1. Scott. Snow's there. Going to have to return it. That one hits the net. Winthrop still in this. Pasillo, she'll be entering for Kinsella. Serving will be Kokoneshi. Serve from Kokoneshi. Results in a Winthrop point. Wiley wasn't sure what to do with that. Miscommunication between her and Sprague at the net. 23-15. Winthrop within 8. They have to play near perfect volleyball here to take this set from Beverly, as Beverly just needs 2 points to take it from them. Wiley on the outside for Noonan. The attack kept up by Kokoneshi. Basillo on the outside. Out of reach for Snell. Winthrop staying in it. And maybe just like Beverly did with that first set, even though Beverly didn't win that first set, they came on late to carry the momentum. Maybe Winthrop is trying to do a little bit of the same as Kokoneshi continues to serve. 23-16. Noonan. Wiley for Sprague. Blocked at the net. Point. Winthrop. Padavani going to call a timeout here. Her team winning at one point, 23-12. It is now 23-17, reminiscent of that first set where Beverly made a comeback. Ultimately, Winthrop won that set. Coach Padavani probably just saying, we got 2 more points. 2 more points to go in this third set, then we're leading, and then we have 1 set left to win. Clearly, Beverly's a better team here, in my opinion. Even if I'm biased, and even if you're not biased, it's pretty obvious this Beverly team is clicking tonight. Mulligan, as I was saying, playing very well near the net. A lot of power, more than usual that we're seeing from her. Noonan playing very well. Snow playing great defense. Gebhardt playing well. Wiley, great set. Sprague playing well at the net as well. And Cassidy always seeming to shine in every facet of the game. This Beverly team should win 3rd straight match tonight. And I would be surprised if Winthrop takes another set tonight from the Panthers. Kokoneshi still serving. Wiley. Snow sends it over. It's going to be point Beverly. That one lands on the line, just in bounds, and just like that, it's set point Panthers 24-17. Noonan trying to end this third set. Her serve, first touch by Kokoneshi. Scott, sent over. Cassidy, sent over by Wiley. Pasillo, point Beverly 25-17. Scott not pleased with her team's performance in that third set. Beverly winning the third set by the same score. They won the second, 25-17. Beverly now leading 2-1 and just needs 1 more set to take this match from the Winthrop Vikings. Welcome back to the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse here at Beverly High School for the Northeast volleyball match between the Winthrop Vikings and the home Beverly Panthers. I'm Alex Luco for BevCam Sports. Thank you for joining us here tonight on Channel 22 for this great volleyball match. Winthrop won that first set 25-22, but it was Beverly who put a late charge in that first set to carry momentum on to the next one, which they won 25-17, and as well in the third set they won 25-17. Beverly, as we said, leads 2-1. It's there on the top left of your screen. And after that first set loss, I predicted Beverly would win the next 3 sets and send Winthrop home packing. And they've done just that so far. They took the second, they took the third, and I expect nothing less from this Beverly team that is playing very well tonight. I believe they'll take this 4th set, and Winthrop won't score more than 15 points here in this 4th set. Beverly, the much better team. They've been wearing this Winthrop team down. The rotation on the Winthrop team, the rotation on that Winthrop team is too low. These girls are getting tired. Even though they switched liberos, they were no match for Beverly in that 3rd set. So it's Mulligan, Cassidy, Gebhardt, Wiley, Sprague, and McGarrigle. Snow waiting to come in. Serving to start the 4th set is Wiley. Serve from Wiley, first touch by Kokoneshi, sent right back by Cassidy. Point Beverly to start this 4th set. Wiley serving again. Kokoneshi digging it out again. Scott keeps it up. Kokoneshi tries to send it over. Another point, Beverly. In the 4th set starts the same way the 2nd and the 3rd set started. Beverly off to a quick 2-0 lead. Wiley. That'll land out of bounds. Point Winthrop, 2-1. Scott will do the serving for Winthrop in their first service of this 4th set. Cassidy. It's sent over by Wiley. Wiley for Gebhardt on the outside. Can't get it past the double block. She'll try again. She gets a pass sent out of bounds. There's going to be a call on a Winthrop player. Point's going to go to Beverly. I'm not sure what it was. Coach Scott arguing the call. Number 16. So it was Earl, I believe, making illegal contact with the net. So point will go to Beverly. Cassidy will serve. It's 3-1 lead for the Panthers. Jump serve from Cassidy. Has to be sent over by the libero. Not enough on it. 4-1 Panthers lead in the 4th set. Another jump serve from Cassidy. Scott. Casillo. Tufa. Cassidy's there. Wiley for Noonan. A lot of mustard on that one. Strange he couldn't handle it. Noonan with a rocket. This is the best Beverly's played all season. And they've lost a set. They've had a few sweeps, 3-0, but the way Beverly responded to that first set loss and really take over this match has been something. Noonan. Wiley, she's going to get called for 2. It's the 4th time she's done that tonight. Priscillo to serve for the Vikings. Hits the net, point Beverly. Substitution as Kinsella. The freshman is going to come in for Priscillo. And she's in. Mulligan out. Bearer in for the Panthers. Bearer in the serve. Serve from Bearer. Can be returned by Kokoneshi. Wiley for Noonan on the outside. Strangey, good job of keeping it up. Has to be sent over by Kokoneshi. It is. Cassidy. Wiley for Sprague. Gets it in there. It's a kill past the diving Strangey. 7-2. Beverly taking control. Trying to put the Vikings away quickly here in this 4th set. Bear. Kinsella. That one hits the net. Point Beverly. Freshman Kinsella getting more minutes. He's played in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th sets for the Vikings. Earl, the other freshman for Winthrop, has played most of the minutes here for the Vikings as well. And just like that, she'll come out. Serving's going to be the libero Strangey. Eight-3 lead for the Panthers. Sails out of bounds. Noonan just has to watch it. Easy play for her as Gebhardt will serve now. Her team leading 9-3, 2-1 here in the 4th set. Gebhardt serve, hits the net, falls down on the Beverly end. Tufla now serving for the Vikings. Cassidy. Wiley sets it up for Sprague. She throws it over. Nice play by Gebhardt to keep it up. Wiley battling Kokoneshi at the net. The battle's going to be won by Wiley. 10-4. Beverly lead. Serving now will be Noonan. Another serve for Beverly. And another miscue. The last 2 serves for the Panthers have hit the net. 2 serving errors in a row for Beverly. So Noonan will come out, McGarrigle will come in. And Kokoneshi now serving for the Vikings. Kokoneshi. That's an ace for the Vikings. Snow misplayed it. Beverly lead now down to 4 in the 4th set. Wiley for Snow, hits the net, so Winthrop still in this fourth set, 10-7. Beverly was up by as much as 7 in this fourth set, now up only by 3. Kokoneshi still serving. Wiley for Cassidy. Scott sets it up for Pasillo. Lofts that one up. Cassidy's first on the scene. Wiley will set it up for Gebhardt. Her attack taken by the libero. Scott now sets it up for Tufa. McGarrigle. Wiley for Cassidy on the outside. Got it. 11-7. Cassidy with the bomb there. Serving's going to be Snow. It's kept up by Winthrop. Pasillo, Snow. Nice play there by Gebhardt, and Snow ultimately gets it over. Tufa. Kokoneshi ends up getting it over. Gebhardt has to get it over. That one hits the net. So miscommunication for Beverly, resulting in a Winthrop point. It's 11-8 Beverly lead in this fourth set. Serve will be sent out of bounds. Point Beverly, that serve came from Batiki. Wiley serving again for the Panthers. Kokoneshi, then Scott. Wiley sets it up for Cassidy. Right in front of a diving Strangey. 13-8 Cassidy. Another bomb there. Beverly extending their lead to 5. Wiley serving again. Tufa. Strangey did all she could. Couldn't track that one down. Wiley serving again. Her team leading 14-8. Pasillo drops it. Wiley, Gebhardt, nice attack. She paints the corners like Picasso there. 15-8 lead for the Panthers now. They lead by 7 in this fourth set. Still serving is Wiley. Kokoneshi's there. Scott sets it up. This time for the freshman. Blocked at the net. I believe that was Mulligan. Wiley sets this one up on the outside. It's Cassidy again that hits the net. Scott to serve for the Vikings. Her serve on a straight line. McGarrigle gets it. Wiley sends it over. Scott sets it up for Earl, the freshman. Snow's there to catch it. Gebhardt sends it over. Another drop. This time it didn't result in the last ones Gebhardt has put out. Wiley sets it up for Mulligan. There's the power we've seen all night from Mulligan right at the net. 16-9. Noonan back in for McGarrigle now. Cassidy serving. And sails just out of bounds. 16-10. I predicted Winthrop wouldn't get more than 15 points in this fourth set. It's getting a little close. Pasillo. hits the net. Point Beverly. You see a couple subs here. Snow comes out, Mulligan will come out, and will be Sprague and Bearer. Bearer in the serve. Bearer is setter by trade, but she's in the serve. Serving specialist for this Panther team. And that's an ace for Bearer. Comes in and provides something for the Panthers immediately. Strangey couldn't dig that one out. 18-10 lead for the Panthers. Bearer trying to do it again. Another serve. Strangey misplayed it. He's going to have to send it over. Can't do it, almost hitting the ref. 19-10, another point for Beverly. Bearer continues her service. Bearer had 8 aces coming into tonight. Bearer's serve percentage, 78. Sent back by Pasillo, out of bounds. Another point, Beverly and Bearer doing a good job at the strike. Pasillo coming out. Hoxa coming in. Strange to see Coach Scott for Winthrop not calling a timeout in this 4th set. Bear, the serve. Set up for Winthrop. It's going to be passed. I believe that was Wiley. Went off her right arm. Out of position there. Bear comes out. Mulligan back in. Bear doing a great job serving for the Panthers there. 20-11. Serving will be the libero from Winthrop. Her serve. First touch by Cassidy. Wiley's going to set it up. Sprague past the libero. Sprague doing a good job at the net tonight. 21-11. Beverly lead. Gebhardt serving for the Panthers. Serve from Gebhardt. Misplayed by Hoxa and misplayed again by Hoxa after Scott dug it out and kept it up. Beverly looking to go 7-4 after this win against Winthrop. It'd be their 3rd straight win. Point will be awarded to Winthrop. Wiley again, touching it twice there. Doing that a lot this game. Beverly will also be playing at home against Hamilton Wenham. That'll be Gebhardt's first game against her former team. It's got to be a little easier when you're doing it in the home of your new school. And that was a couple misplays there by Winthrop. Number 14, Tufa. (23-12). McGarrigle with the serve. Sent over, but couldn't get enough mustard. That was Strangey, so it's match point here for the Panthers. McGarrigle will do the serving. 24-12. McGarrigle serve. First touch by Tufa. Sent over. Snow. Wiley sets it up for Cassidy. Her strike gets past the libero. Beverly wins it 25-12 in the 4th set. And they win 3 sets to 1. They dropped the first 25-22, but won 25-17 in the second, 25-17 in the third, and 25-12 in the 4th. Beverly dominated that 4th set And Beverly was clicking on all cylinders tonight. They improved to 7-4 on the season. So many players had a great game for Beverly. Sydney Wiley doing a great job setting things up. Noonan with a bunch of noon bombs tonight. Katie Mulligan with a lot of power. Avery Bearer had a set or a string of serves in that fourth set to help Beverly win. Delaney Sprague played great at the net. Maddie Cassidy great as always. But the player of the game has to be Brianna Snow, coming out of the game briefly in that first set with that injury, and then leading her team defensively and vocally to a win against Winthrop. I predicted they would have won the second, third, and fourth sets, and they did. Much better team than this Winthrop team, clearly, and Brianna Snow did a great job for her team and everyone else. So, for the cameraman Mark Lehman and Matt Pujo, our producer Robert Dokes, I'm Alex Saluco. Thank you for watching BevCam Sports on Channel 22. We'll see you next week.